Welcome, in front of me is a ZTE Axon 11, and today I'll show you how to go through the setup process of the device. So when you boot it up for the first time, you'll be presented with the welcome screen where you get to choose your desired language, which I'm going to select English. And from here, tap on Start, and then we can connect to Wi-Fi. Now this step is completely optional, you can skip it if you want to. The only downside is throughout the setup, if you choose to skip it, you won't be presented with the option to log into your Google account, and because of that you also won't be presented with the option to restore your device from an old Google backup. So I'm gonna skip it anyway. Then let's tap on More. Now here we have a couple options like use location, scanning, and send user and diagnostic data. Now things like location basically tracks your location, and apps like Google Maps will use it to correctly place you on the map and also give you a better localization in a way for you to basically have a better GPS tracking. So when you're using it as a navigation system, it will actually then position you in the correct place. Then we also below that have scanning, which just simply scans for different things like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and stuff like that. Now, I'll also mention that if you choose to disable this, it disables scanning, and also if you select to disable location, apps like, for instance, Google Maps will prompt you that they require it or would like you to enable it, so it works better. And there are also apps like Xiaomi Smart Home app, for instance, which basically flat out tells you that, well, we want that, or we won't work. So there are apps that basically have no business in your location, but they will still gather it because otherwise you can't really use it. And below that we have send user and diagnostic data, so basically send data on what I'm searching for, stuff like that. And I believe it will also use it to give you ads associated with what you search for, because it's all based on Google. So you can disable this if you want to as well. From there, let's scroll down and tap on accept, and we have privacy policy. Obviously we need to agree to it. You can read what it exactly does by just clicking on that link, but at the end of the day we still have to agree to it. And then we have device security, so we can protect our device by either PIN, pattern, password, fingerprint, and Face ID. Now you can choose one of the three for the physical one, so PIN, pattern, password, and also if you select, or if you want to have a face or fingerprint, you still have to have one of the three: PIN, pattern, password. You cannot have just a fingerprint or just a face recognition, or two of face and fingerprint. You still need one of those. That is so if something happens to your face or your finger, you have still a way to unlock the device in a different way. Now I'm gonna select just a simple pattern right here. Let's draw it. Tap on next, redraw the same pattern, confirm it. And there we go, as you can see, set already. Tap on next. And then we have quick guide on gestures. So this is just a visual tutorial, so you can see how it works. Swipe from the sides to go back, swipe up to go home, swipe up and hold to go to resend, and then the option to choose from either one of this, so gestures or virtual navigation, which is the old style buttons on the bottom. I'm gonna stick with gestures. Let's tap on next, and as you can see, we're done. So get started. Okay, and there we go, we're now on the home screen with the device fully set up. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.